Welcome to an episode of What's New at AVAIL. My name is Randall. I'm going to walk you through several of the exciting new features in this release cycle. At AVAIL, we're always listening to customer feedback. We take that feedback and ultimately turn that into sets of features which are going to make our customers more efficient in the work that they're doing. In AVAIL Desktop 4.6 release, you're going to find a new feature called palettes. I'm going to go into more depth in a future video on how this works, but in brief, palettes allow end users to create palettes on their own, and then they can gather content from within AVAIL onto one of these palettes and ultimately share with their colleagues. One of our customers helped to drive this feature when they ask, how can we help a project manager who wants to find details related to a specific project within AVAIL and then get those out into an application like Bluebeam for redlining, and then get that information passed back over to someone who's going to do that work inside of Revit. So as you can see, you have the ability to create a palette. You can put information on that palette, and we have added this ability to now get that information onto a sheet and export it as a PDF document so that you can do redlining in applications like Bluebeam. One of the challenges with managing Revit content is trying to keep up with the various application versions. As you know, if you're dealing with Revit content, each time a new version of Revit is released, you have to deal with updating the library from one version to another. So I'm happy to announce that one of the newest features that we've released is what we call Revit Application Version Management. In short, we automatically are upgrading these families behind the scenes using the Autodesk platform. So what I'm showing you here is a channel. I'll drill in and show you that here I have some casework. And if I choose one of these pieces of content and say open location, what you'll see is when that content was downloaded, there is the original version, but there are also versions of that file that have been saved, upgraded basically to the newer versions of Revit. I'll go into this in more depth in another video, but in the end, the users don't have to worry about which version of the application that they're working in. The AVAIL for Revit add-in will automatically detect that, and if you're taking advantage of this new feature, they will load the proper version of the family with no upgrades required. So the next steps for you are to make sure that you have accessed the latest versions of these applications. You can, of course, access those from within the AVAIL Desktop app. You should have access to the AVAIL Installers and Publisher Resources channel. Inside of that channel, you'll find that the installers for the AVAIL browsers, including AVAIL for Revit, have been included for download there. You can also access the latest version of AVAIL Desktop, as well as recently we've added the ability to download AVAIL Harvest for Revit directly from inside of the application. You can also visit the AVAIL website and go to My Account. Once you've accessed the Manage portal, you can go to the Download section where you'll find the latest versions. AVAIL Desktop version 4.6, AVAIL for Revit 5.2, and AVAIL Harvest for Revit version 2.4. Both the new palettes feature as well as the Revit Application Version Management are in what we call preview mode. If you want to access those features, you'll need to log in to the Manage portal, and under Features, you'll scroll down, and at the bottom you have the ability to turn on the new palettes feature. The Revit Application Version Management will require you to contact our customer success team. They'll be happy to walk you through how to get that enabled, and you can take advantage of it inside of your firm.